What's going on, everyone? It's Heiser here, and today I'm bringing you part 1 of our Witch Queen prep guide. If you guys find today's video helpful, please hit that subscribe button down below, as well as checking me out on my other socials and live over on Twitch. All those links can be found underneath the video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So for part 1 of my Witch Queen prep guide, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite thing, bounties. Now I know, bounties have always been the meme of the Destiny community, but hear me out. Doing some bounty work now will get you that much needed jumpstart you need on your artifact and your season pass, as well as we're going to talk about getting resources, materials, and some other miscellaneous things you guys need for Witch Queen. Now, let's talk numbers real quick. On your character, you have 63 available spots for bounties and quests. That means 63 bounties you could have saved up for all this XP on day 1 of Witch Queen. Now personally, I like to stack my characters with 60 and leave those 3 open slots for any day 1 quests or anything else that might come out. As you can see here, I have 1 of 63, I just can't delete this quest. I don't know why, but this is my alternate character, so I stuff as many bounties as I can here and leave those 3 extra spots on my main character. Now, let's look at the numbers really quick. So the numbers that are going to show up here are doing 63 completed bounties, as there's some factors, there might only be 1 Iron Banner, this could differ, but let's take a look. So right now there's 6 Iron Banner bounties valued at 15,000 XP each, for a total of 90,000. There's also 15 weeklies at 12,000 XP each for 180,000, and there's 42 daily bounties at 6,000 XP each for a total of 252,000 XP. It's a grand total of 528,000 XP. But wait, we can get the number much higher. With the help of the Ghost mod Blinding Light, as well as that Season Pass level 1 XP boost of 20%, that's an additional 32% more XP you could get. That brings your total to 689,000 XP per character, or just over 2 million per account. We'll get to why that number is important in a little bit, but real quick, let's take a look at where you can get all these bounties to stack up on your character. First up, we got the Drifter, where you'll be able to find all your daily Gambit bounties. As with most, they offer repeatables. Don't pick these up as they're not going to help with day 1 prep. You'll find 4 daily bounties here. Next up, we got Lord Shax, and the same will apply to him. You're going to find 4 daily Crucible bounties here, and you can stay away from that last stack of repeatables as they're much less XP that aren't necessary for day 1. The last of the main 3 is Commander Zavala, where you'll find your daily Vanguard bounties. He also has 4 of these bounties available, and like the previous 2 vendors, that last stack of bounties is repeatables. You don't need to pick these up. Next, we move on to our worldly vendors, the first of 2 being Failsafe on Nessus, and then you're going to have Devrim over on the EDZ. These each are going to have 3 daily bounties you can pick up. Failsafes are going to be around Nessus, Devrims are going to be around the EDZ. Short, simple, but this isn't where the bulk of your XP is going to come from. Most of your XP is going to come from these weekly bounties, and the first stop is Shahan on the Cosmodrome, as he has 2 weekly bounties available, as well as 4 daily bounties available with tasks all around the Cosmodrome. Again, he has the repeatables, you don't need to pick those up either. The next 2 vendors you can figuratively kill 2 birds with 1 stone, as they're both located on the moon. The first is Eris Morn. Eris, similar to Shaw, will offer you 2 weekly bounties and 4 dailies that all focus around her location of being on the moon. Right next to Eris is the Lectern of Enchantment. Now, the Lectern's bounties, same as Shaw and Eris with 2 weeklies and 4 dailies, will mostly be focused around nightmare hunts. Fret not, as the nightmare hunts at lower levels are match made, so you can safely jump in there and get rid of those pesky nightmares. One of the last 2 worldly vendors is Varix on Europa. Again, he's going to offer you 2 weekly bounties as well as 4 daily bounties all around Europa. These could also include objectives inside of Empire hunts, but similar to Nightmare hunts, the lower levels are also match made. Now, a new vendor available to us is the beloved Starhorse, coming with Bungie's 30th anniversary DLC. It was confirmed that this isn't going anywhere, and the Starhorse offers 3 weekly bounties all around the new 6-man activity, Dares of Eternity, with various different objectives to complete within each one, so make sure you grab those as they're really easy XP. Now, there are only 3 more vendors left, and they're kind of like specialty vendors. The first being Hawthorne, who's in charge of clan bounties. While she only has 3 at a time, you can hold up to 4 of these, and they'll all be objectives based around your clan, whether it's completing activities, killing enemies, or doing raids. They're super easy to do. Next is Saint 14. Unfortunately, Saint's bounties are only available 4 days out of the week, as they're all tied to Trials of Osiris. Now, with the option of playing Trials with or without a team, these bounties are much more accessible to other players, and make sure to pick them up, as there's 4 daily bounties that Saint 14 does offer. Lastly, we get to Lord Saladin, and he's the only one that comes around a few times a season with the Iron Banner. He offers 4 bounties each time he does come around, but there's a grand total of 6 that you can carry on your character. Currently, Lord Saladin is here with the Iron Banner this week, and if he does come around one time this season, you will be able to get all 6 of these Iron Banner bounties, which are definitely worth the XP. Now, you may be asking yourself why any of this is important. Why did I just talk about bounties and where you can get them and all this other stuff? Well, having all this XP stored up is huge for getting a head start on your season pass, as well as a head start on your artifact for next season. With getting just over 2 million XP from having all these bounties, you'll be able to get to level 20 on your season pass of doing nothing day 1 of Witch Queen. Just pop your bounties, that's it. And while some people might not find this as a huge deal, getting your pass up unlocks other seasonal boosts to seasonal currency, masterwork boosts, and now potential boosts to things like weapon crafting, which is coming next season, as well as the beloved artifact boost. Now, let's look at the levels of the artifact. Currently, the system we have in place allows for 12 artifact unlocks needing 8 million XP total, but with getting the 2 million XP from these bounties, you're getting level 6 on day 1. Getting a level 6 gets you right to that middle column on the edge of unlocking your 4th column, as well as we're still in the dark. Like, we don't really know what mods are coming next season, but we can anticipate with the upcoming changes to the Void subclass, the beloved Oppressive Darkness may finally be making its return to Destiny 2, and trust me, you want to unlock this mod as soon as possible. Alright, that's enough of bounties, but there are still some things we need to discuss, and that's resources and materials. There are multiple different resources and materials in the game to help you out. Mainly, the resources are for unlocking the materials, and the materials for upgrading gear, which could be used for weapon crafting. Right here on the screen is everything you need to have. Maybe not the exact quantities, but all the resources and materials that are useful. Resources are going to be things like Dusklight shards from the EDZ or helium fragments from the moon, just resources around the planets. The materials are going to be your Ascendant shards, your enhancement prisms, stuff like that that helps you to upgrade your gear. Now, you might be asking, where can you purchase these materials from? Well, let me show you real quick. Banshee's our first stop for these materials. Listen, he also has 4 daily bounties I didn't include before, but that's it for bounties, I swear. He has upgrade mods, enhancement prisms, and ascension shards available for purchase using these resources and Glimmer. The same thing can be said for Ada 1. Ada also has 2 buying options for both upgrade modules and enhancement prisms, as well as 1 buying option for ascendant shards, all of these being bought using Glimmer and resources. She's also the home of transmog bounties for your Destiny fashion needs. But what happens if you run out of these resources? Well, you can go to your friendly neighborhood Spider. Spider has most resources available each week, and you can buy stacks of these resources for Glimmer and Legendary shards, as well as being able to buy enhancement cores and Glimmer in case you run low. Make sure you utilize Spider as much as you can, as he is entering the Destiny content vault at the end of the season when Forsaken does go away. I hope this video helped you guys out with figuring out what to store and what you really need to get ready for Witch Queen. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, or you can hop in the Discord and ask away. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.